If given the time, Naruto would have marveled at how different the mist looked compared to their fight with Yagura and the Three Tails. But his mind was focused on the news he'd received from Tsunade moments after Sasuke took on his time in prison. Him and Haku were in the mist as soon as possible, Zabuza leading them to the Mizukage Tower. He explained to them the past week of events. Him and a small team were following on more leads on the Six Tails and its hosts. They came up empty, so Zabuza didn't expect for the Jinchuriki to bump into them willingly. The young man quickly revealed himself as a shadow clone, carrying a small fragment of the Six Tails. That was when word was sent to the Leaf. Naruto wasn't prepared for what he saw. Every Jinchuriki he'd met up to this point had carried themselves with strength and confidence. But the Six Tails Jinchuriki wasn't in the position to do the same. When Naruto entered the room, he saw a young man sprawled across a bed, wheezing and clutching his heart. Brown hair covered his one eye, the other on the verge of popping out of his skull. Naruto knew immediately what was happening. Since this was a shadow clone, it was experiencing the pain of its original body dying as the Six Tails was dragged out of it. His light blue kimono opened to reveal his torn up flesh, a wooden pipe dangling from his hand. As Naruto walked closer, the young man did his best to compose himself, though he couldn't hide the pain. Haku and Zabuza watched from behind. "You're Naruto Uzumaki, right?" Naruto nodded. "What's your name?" "Utakata," the man forced out. "The Akatsuki. I wasn't able to defend myself against them, even with the Six Tails' power. They almost caught me too, the only shadow clone my original body was able to make." Naruto's eyes softened. He must be in incredible pain. He reached his hand out to Utakata. "Please, allow me to share it." Utakata hesitated. He then looked into the blonde's ocean blue eyes. Naruto knew all too well what he was experiencing, so Utakata slowly grasped the blonde's hand. He instantly felt a wave of heat, followed by no pain. He was taken aback, feeling the tailed beasts within the blonde. Naruto's hand shook as he took on Utakata's suffering. Utakata was able to sit up, his breathing still ragged. "Why did you come back to the mist?" Naruto shakily asked. "Word of your mission to save the tailed beasts has reached all of the great nations. When the Akatsuki got to my original, I figured I might as well come here. Since the Leaf and Mist are allies, I knew you'd come here when you heard of me. How long have you been like this?" Utakata chuckled. "A week at least. My original body is in far worse shape than me. So please, take the Six Tails. Perhaps then my death will have some meaning." "I'm sorry," Naruto muttered. "I'm sorry I can't save you." Utakata coughed. "Don't bother. My life was never that important. I wasn't even the first pick for the Six Tails Jinchuriki. And with Yagura around, I wasn't useful or liked either. Speaking of, I'm told he was under some genjutsu before he died." Naruto nodded. "Even so, you don't deserve to die. No one does." Utakata chuckled, several of Naruto's memories flowing through him because of the tailed beasts. "You should know better than anyone. With a dream as big as world peace, some people simply have to die. I'm just one of them. So, make that dream reality, or it really will be the end." Naruto held back tears, Utakata's life flashing in front of his eyes. The similarities to his own was astounding. The blonde took a deep breath, grip on Utakata's hand tightening. "What is..." The Six-Tailed's name. Name? I actually don't know. We're not as close as others, I'm afraid. But I'm sure they'll find out in the afterlife. I'm sure the other Jinchuriki are waiting and watching. Surely one of them will tell me. No need to wait, a voice echoed. No need to wait, a voice echoed through Naruto and Utakata's mind. They both looked to the gray, slug-like beast, six tails laying on the ground. The name is Saiken. Remember it well, Utakata. Differences aside, you were a competent Jinchuriki. It's my fault both of us were captured. Utakata grinned, the pain swiftly returning. They all realized the Six Tails was on the verge of being fully sealed. Quick, Naruto. Take Saiken. I've got no time left. Naruto closed his eyes in despair, absorbing the tiny fragment of the Six Tails, sensing it join the others. Utakata's shadow clone gave a thin smile. I'll be seeing you around, Naruto. I hope everything turns out well for you. Naruto nodded, the shadow clone slowly breaking apart instead of bursting into smoke. Utakata kept his thin smile, Naruto holding his hand until it too turned to smoke. After an agonizing minute, all that remained of Utakata was his wooden bubble pipe, Naruto now holding it. Haku and Zabuza were silent, allowing Naruto to grieve the loss of a recent friend. He really is something, Zabuza muttered. I see why both of us listened to him back then. Right, Haku? Haku nodded, Naruto standing up. Zabuza, will a funeral be arranged for Utakata? The Jonin nodded. I'll make sure of it. Naruto nodded, handing him the wooden pipe. Use this. It was precious to him. I saw it in his memories. Zabuza shook his head. Utakata said you should use it. It may prove useful in the future. Naruto didn't reply, sitting back down, staring at the bubble pipe. Zabuza left, Haku sitting beside Naruto. It wasn't until the sun had begun to set that Naruto found the strength to stand. Utakata is the last one, Haku. It's just me, the Eight-Tails Jinchuriki, and Gaara, technically. I'm not letting any of us die. Not to the Akatsuki. Once the Kage Summit is over, the Akatsuki are going to pay for their crimes. Haku, will you help me? Haku smiled. No need to ask. Naruto nodded, looking up at the tailed beasts in his mind. Saiken, was it? I welcome you to my mindscape. It's not much, considering your siblings. You look to the others. And, since I know one of your names, I expect the rest of you to follow suit. Are you saying you've forgotten Son Goku? The red monkey yelled. The fiery cat huffed. The blue, fiery cat huffed. Humans and their terrible memories. But since you've come around to accepting us, I suppose telling you our names is fitting. As for myself, I was gifted the name Matatabi. Mine is Kokuo, the Five Tails added. You already learned mine from Fu, or have you forgotten it as well? The Seven Tails asked dejectedly. No, Chome, Naruto muttered. That just leaves number 1 and 3. The Three Tails chuckled. I thought you'd never ask. It's Isobu. As for our youngest brother, his name is Shukaku. What the hell? I was planning for a dramatic introduction. Theatrics aren't your strong suit, the Nine-Tails grumbled. And how about you, Fox? Shukaku shrieked. If you even think about revealing my name, I'll kill you, the fox growled. Naruto sighed. Be like that if you want. I'll make you tell me eventually. Don't count on it, the beast grumbled, falling back asleep. If you like what you just heard, consider hitting the subscribe button and bell icon to get notified about new videos. If there's a part you've missed, then check out the entire playlist on screen. If you like this story, please share it with your fellow anime lovers. Any support helps a lot. That's all for now. This is Ninja Kai, disappearing in a golden flash.